Welcome to Coffee with the Coach, episode 3. We're outside Mequon Public Market today, and it is a beautiful day. It is 12 o'clock. We're going to be getting into some Q&A today, explaining some of the things that we have coming up and help you guys get ready for the weekend so you can dominate, crush, and destroy all of your goals without retreating. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are live at Mequon Public Market. It is Friday. I'm feeling good. I feel like Britt's feeling good. We got a lot of stress off the plate this week. At least I did. I don't know about you. You feeling good? Britt trained with me last night for her first training session. She signed herself up for a training package. I'm pretty excited to get her dialed in. We're rebuilding Britt. That'll be what the docu-series is called. But today is Friday. It is August 23rd. We got a lot of big things happening tonight. First game, high school football season. Last night it actually kicked off. Blake was up there checking out some games, recruiting, showing some love to people at some of the different football games out there tonight. Menominee Falls, my former high school, a place where they have my locker in gold. They have a shrine up of me there, at least that's what I tell myself. They are taking on the Germantown Warhawks at Germantown High School. So we get to see the Redding Bros show. We get to see Nate McLean, DeLon, Duran, and the beast from the east, Brett Borum, go out there and absolutely annihilate the Germantown Warhawks. Sorry to anybody in Germantown who's watching this, but we haven't loved you. We had to spank you guys in the playoffs back in 2004 in baseball after you got us in football, and we're going to come back and set the record straight tonight again. But it's a beautiful day. We're out here. We've got a lot of cool things happening. 4:45 today. At Top Line, we've got the Bomb Squad training session. Everyone is welcome. You're more than welcome to come. There are a few strict rules. The weights will be heavy. The music will be heavier. And you better be focused and not farting around on your cell phone. Otherwise, you're going to get the boot. But 4:45 is that. Tomorrow, we meet again at 12:30 for some dynamic effort or max effort bench pressing. So anybody who wants to come to that, come on in. All you got to do is scoop up an open gym membership. You don't have to pay for training. Come in and train with the best, learn from the best, or the people who think that they're the best at least. Beautiful day, just came from the bank. Things are looking good at the bank. We got some leverage to invest into small business. So if you've got a small business concept, or if you've been in business for a while and you just need a nice injection of some capital and maybe some strategic decision-making help on the board side of things, we're going to be putting up to $500,000 into some small businesses over the next 12 to 18 months while the economy is flourishing. So if you have some business ideas and you'd like to bring in some outside funding, we're ready to rock and roll. Make sure you have a pitch ready. Come in. The Milwaukee Shark Tank will be opened up for anybody who wants to jump in. Hopefully you don't get gobbled up. Going to be taking Britt after this to go walk some properties, see what she thinks about that. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good Friday. It's Friday, guys. I hope you guys are getting after it. You know, I'm looking around. I'm seeing a lot of people. They look like they're ready to chill for the weekend. It's noon. We're eating ice cream and chilling. We got to get things going, people. It's not time to retreat and start kicking back yet. We got a lot of things we need to do. Yesterday, did a phenomenal podcast with Julian Rosen. Fearless Life. Guy can talk, knows his stuff. Went on for what, an hour, Britt?
An hour.
It was one of the longest Adobe exports we have ever had. But it is a phenomenal podcast talking about depression, anxiety, and how to overcome those things and totally optimize your performance as a human being. So I suggest everybody take interest in that. Folks, this is free information. We're giving our best stuff away to you guys for free. You don't have to pay for it. All you got to do is tune in. We're on Spotify right now. I believe we'll be on iTunes and Stitcher and Anchor and Google Podcasts.
Yep.
Might want to take a note on that. That's one of the things I'm going to be bumping down today. We need to get up. We need to be everywhere at all times. It's free. We're on Facebook right now. Traction's not been where I want it, but we're going to bump that up now. We got some things cleared off the plate. But for today's show, we're going to start it off a little bit differently. We've got Q&A. I'm going to let you guys run the show today. I had some people last night. They asked some cool questions, put a message out on Instagram. Hey, ask me anything. And we got some good responses. So I'm going to have Britt read them off. Unless I should read them off. Which one do you think's better?
Up to you.
Do I read them off since I'm mic'd up?
I was down.
All right, guys, bear with me here. I'm about to pull this up. Let's go through it. The first question asked comes from Ellen Co. Salon, our official sponsor for every video that we do here at Topline. Britt, cue that up. Ellen Co. is the world's greatest hair salon. Going to be opening up in Thiensville in October, late October, early November of 2019. This year, you are going to be able to get your hair extensions put in. You are going to be able to get balayages, colors, treatments, cuts, trims. Guys, you'll be able to get a hairstyle for once in your life. Get rid of the bowl cut and start to class it up a little bit so you guys have a hairstyle, not a haircut. And her question was, how much do you love me? I love you a lot, baby. You know it. You know it. Gave her a little back rub this morning to start the day off. I think she's probably feeling pretty darn good going into the day. Might have to reciprocate that later on tonight, Ellen Co. Next question up, Marielle Hellman, one of the Top Shop members who's had a phenomenal week of training since last week Friday. It looks like she's completely turned around her lifestyle. She's getting after it, motivating people. And even my new banker at my new bank knew Mari and has been watching her and said that what she's been posting has been motivating her. Pretty cool, hey? But Marielle's question is this: how do you find time to run a business, focus on yourself, and have a strong ass relationship? We're cussing. It's Friday.
Hey.
That's when you know it's going to be a good show. How do you find time to do all that stuff? First thing, you got to have good people around you. So having people like Britt free me up. So each week, while other people are working their 40 hours a week, I'm already going to work my 80. But then when you have other people on staff like Britt who are willing to throw down for another 40 hours a week, you just double your time. You have people like Blake around who are willing to throw in their time. You get people around you, and hopefully in the next few months we've got another 10 or 20 people around us as well. So at the end of that, I'd like to be putting in like 2,000 hours a week. But it's not all going to be on me. So when you do that and you leverage other people's time and you bring good people around you, you can then have the time to be able to focus on your nutrition and your diet and some of the other ventures you might have. But trying to put that in, like the relationship thing, the relationship stuff is easy. These kids are pumped to hear this podcast. I don't blame them. These kids are fired up. I'm fired up. When it comes to the relationship and the business, it's just a matter of you putting in the time, putting in the hours. And a lot of people think that on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, that means that they have days off. It couldn't be further from the truth. If you want to be successful, if you want to go far, I don't care. Everybody's starting to get pretty soft and saying, oh, you don't need to work 24/7. What if you love it? If you love what you do, start working on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Work on your relationship on those days, and then you can start to balance it all when you look at 7 days a week rather than 4, which is what most people do. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're doing something. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they're giving up. It's not good numbers. 4 on, 3 off. I don't know. Like imagine if you worked out for 4 days and then you didn't do anything for 3 days, 8, whatever you want. Your body wouldn't look good. If you do the same for your relationship or your business, those are going to go down as well. So make sure that you guys, anybody like Marielle out there who's trying to balance it all, it's going to take a lot of hard work. Just commit to it. Don't be afraid of it. Get after it. Just get after it. Don't be afraid. Work a couple extra hours. Next question comes from Handle Strength. Derek, the Hitman Handle, another top line member. He goes, rank them. Deadlift, squat, and bench. Here's my ranking. Squat, squat, and more squats. The other 2 movements are great, but if you ain't squatting, Britt's like shedding a tear right now because squatting is out of the equation with the ACL injuries right now. But if you squat, I mean, nothing, it just reflects life. You put something heavy on your back, like you might be carrying with struggle of like stress and anxiety and overwhelm and changing jobs or getting a new relationship or the passing of a loved one. You put that freaking weight on your back and it pushes you down, and then it's your job to keep fighting and doing everything you possibly can to get that weight back up, okay? Because when you're down in the hole, there's only one thing that's going to get you back up, and that's hard work, that's determination, that's grit, and that's what squatting teaches you. The bench, the deadlift, great movements, but nothing is a better metaphor for life than the barbell squat. Ultimate Warrior would agree with me on that. Next one is up from Jeff VK came across on Instagram, advice you would give your 16-year-old self. It would be a few things. First, I would tell my 16-year-old self, be kind to everyone, treat everybody with respect, especially the people that are different from you. Go get to know them, go get to understand them, and go get to learn from those people. Don't alienate them. Don't keep yourself apart from other people that are different than you. If they're into freaking Wiccan and witchcraft and video games, and they're goths or they're ravers or they're metalheads or they're gangsters, it doesn't matter who they are. Go talk to everybody, or the nerds especially, because the nerds are going to be your boss growing up. So go get to know everybody. Go treat everybody with respect. I would have also told myself that it's not all about you, Brett. Remember this, it's all about what you can do for other people. It's not all about you. When you sit there and you serve your teammates and you serve your coaches, and they know that you'll show up early and that you'll have their back and that you're a good friend, you'll always be taken care of. So make sure that you go, and it's not always about you. It's not always about flash and looks, and it's more about that. And I would have also told myself to start stacking up $1,000 a month at 16. And by the time you're 26, over a decade, you've got a little dough and you can start putting it into real estate. That's what I would have said. Multifamily real estate, not single family real estate. That's what I would have told my 16-year-old self. I would have been feeling a lot better at that point. Shannon Dotson, Shannard on Instagram. She says, I've got so much on my mind right now, but how many hours in the day do you have? And we already answered that one. You have as many hours in the day as you are productive. And that doesn't always have to be you. Sometimes you can leverage technology, you can leverage other people, and you can leverage just some of your experience to be able to avoid wasting time on things that are just silly. So, if you're spending too much time on Instagram and not leveraging the technology in a positive way, you need to just think about it, put the phone down, and get busy, get active. Because everybody has the same amount of time. I have the same amount of time as you. And everybody out there, we all have 24 hours a day. We have 168 hours in a week, and it just has a lot to do with how you use those to be how to determine how effective you're actually going to be in your everyday life. So today's Friday. We're shooting a video for free to give you guys information, to film it, to edit it, to pay somebody to do it. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We don't have to do any of that, but we're using our Friday, we're doing it effectively, and we're trying to get to know you guys and help you guys. And if you kind of just watch what we do, we're always busy, we're always active. I don't get a chance to really go online and watch people's stories and do too much. If I do it with a specific purpose to engage and talk to people. So I'm not wasting time, and I hope you guys do the same. Chris Casey, another Top Line member, been getting phenomenal results on the Top Line private strength training workshop program that he paid $400 to do, and I think everybody out there who wants to strength train should do it. He said, I've got some unwanted body fat to lose, but want to keep building muscle. Do I eat at a surplus or a slight deficit? Hit the objective. Do you want to build muscle or do you want to diet? I'm not going to hem and haw on how to do both. I've committed seriously in the past to building muscle, sometimes maybe to a fault, to where I would go from maybe 158 pounds to maybe 225 pounds. I'm not suggesting everybody go gain 60 or 70 pounds, but it worked for me, and what I had underneath there was a ton of lean muscle. So when I wanted to then diet down, I dieted down, I changed my diet, and I had a completely different look and a completely different amount of muscle mass underneath. So what I would tell you to do is get big, keep building because you're just starting. Drink almost a gallon of chocolate milk every day. Pound chicken, pound beef, pound your veggies, pound the white rice. Make sure that you're eating plenty of calories, and make sure you're training balls to the wall. Keep your cardio and athletic conditioning in there. Sled work, the sled sprints. We got somebody who might be a new guest on the show right here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I like to see. Somebody getting after it on a Friday. But make sure that you're going one way or the other. Commit. That's hemming and hawing. Do I get big? Do I get small? Do I diet? Do I go up? I committed a month ago to a 31-day challenge. I've been getting small. I'm not happy about it. But you know what? I committed to it. I'm going to finish the month out, assess where I'm at, and make the adjustment from there. You can do anything for 31 days, 90 days, whatever it is. Commit to it. Do it, Chris, and then get that weight off. Gordon, Saint Grong. I feel like it's Strong. I always wonder. It's Gordon Strong. Gordon, you've always killed me with this one. I always call you Saint Grong, but I see that it's Strong now. So I'm like, you ever see an Instagram name and you pronounce it one way, but it's not the same? I forgot, guys. It's Coffee with the Coach, unofficially sponsored by Starbucks. There's another coffee shop here. I wasn't too impressed with their cold brew last time, so I've continued to bring my nitro from Starbucks, which they now have in Cedarburg, which I'm happy about. Gordon asks, what are we training today? We're pulling the pin, bomb squat, lower body, max effort lower body tonight. Deadlifting, squatting, glute ham raising. We're getting after it, Gordon. Be there, be square. Everybody's invited again. If you're not coming in and you want to learn how to strength train, I highly suggest you pick up an open gym membership. What is it, 65? $65. If $65 is too expensive, you don't belong in a gym anyhow, you belong at work, okay? But if you're like most people and you got access to $65, which even most middle schoolers have now, come in here and get signed up. We'll get you rolling. And another good question, which I'll finish off the Q&A, is how to make good videos, and that comes from Carson Doberstein, Carson.Doberstein, who is my family member. He's a youngster, Fortnite master, athlete, brother to a bunch of other brothers. One who is Logan Doberstein, who just got promoted to be the starting quarterback at Pewaukee High School on their varsity football team. So congratulations, Logan. My cousins, Adam and Mark, are the head baseball coaches at Pewaukee. And we're excited for you, Logan, and we're excited for you, Carson, because I know you've got the passion to do this whole video thing. And what you need to do to get really good at making videos is make a video every day. That's how I learned how to use Adobe. That's how I learned how to use this Canon 70D that we're shooting on now, which we'll be throwing out. Maybe we'll give to you, Carson. And that's how we'll use some of the new stuff when we get the Panasonic and we get the drone and we got all this stuff coming in. Don't worry about the equipment. I started shooting on a flip video, and I started shooting on a freaking GoPro video, and I was editing in iMovie, which I showed Britt some of the pre-programmed templates we used on iMovie back in the day. But you're telling stories in videos, Carson. So anytime you're shooting a video, think of the story you're trying to tell that you want your audience to get and feel, so you can create emotion in them, make them cry, make them happy, make them laugh, make them excited, make them thrilled, or scare their pants off if you're doing a horror movie around Halloween and you're shooting one of those in your backyard. But grab a camera, grab iTunes, which is free, or grab Adobe like we talked about the other day when you messaged me. It's $60 a month. And start editing a video every day. Adobe is super hard to get a handle on when you first start, but then once you get the hang of it, it's like anything else. It's just another thing like your iPhone that you figure out over time, and all of a sudden you're swiping and zooming and cutting and adding and downloading, and you'll be just fine. But guys, I want to finish this off with a little motivation. It's Friday. It is the best day of the week, because it starts the part of the week where you can actually get ahead of yourself, wherever you're at in your job, wherever you're at in your relationship, in your fitness, your faith. You can spend time tonight praying. You can spend time tonight reading, which I used to do every single day when I was broke and I had nothing going on. I'd read as much as I could. I read this morning. I was reading Ray Dalio's Principles again for like the 5th time, because I'm letting it sink in. You can exercise, you can train, you can go do something fun that also is simultaneously doing business and work, and then having fun at the same time. Like tonight, we're gonna go to the football game. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun, but we're also supporting our athletes. So it's building that relationship for our business. So it's something, remember, the weekend doesn't mean you can't not have fun. We're gonna go look at some apartment deals. That's going to be fun, but it's also going to be educational for me, because that's where I'm trying to lean into, is more of the multifamily investments. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the biggest opportunity of the week for you to get ahead of where you're at. Spend Friday, Saturday, and Sunday doing things that are going to take you to the next level, that are going to take your life to a whole new dimension, and are going to raise up the people around you. Don't waste it, guys. I cannot stress that enough. I'm looking around. The people are on coffee dates. People are shooting the breeze. I'm overhearing plans about movies and the beach and planning for, is it Labor Day coming up?
Yeah.
Labor Day. Where are you going for Labor Day? Oh, I'm going here. Oh, we just bought the patio furniture. Dude, you guys are killing me. Overextended, over leveraged, over in debt with the bank, paying money on their houses every month, having to sacrifice a nickel and dime how many groceries you get. If you're going down the grocery aisle and you got to check the price on something, you probably shouldn't be making plans for Labor Day. You should probably be making plans for how you can stack more paper. Make a little sacrifice now so you guys can live a better lifestyle. That's what Friday and Saturday and Sunday are for. We're going to be getting after it. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Again, at the end of every video, our goal is to add value to you guys, help you out, help you make better decisions and improve your life. And sometimes it comes across as harsh, like that last little bit there. Stop entertaining yourself, start educating yourself, and start improving yourself, because it's going to pay off for you in the long run like it has for me. This was a major week for me. I'm excited to look back on this video in another like 12 months and be like, wow, that was a stressful beginning of the week, but it ended on a really high note. We made some sacrifices, we made some decisions, we lost the battle, but we won the war. Now where can the whole team go? And again, we want you to be a part of that. So again, if you have a small business concept or idea, or you've had I don't want ideas. I want people who have tried things, who have put some money on the line, who have a system and a structure that they're trying to take to another level. We'd love to invest in your small business. If it is in our space, and if it is in our circle of knowledge, which is small, so if it goes outside of it, it's probably something we won't invest in, but if it's something we see that we can add value to, we want to be a part of it. So hit us up. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Give us a subscribe, give us a follow. Watch one of these freaking videos that are up here or here as we sign out for our YouTube channel. And get after it, have fun, have a cup of coffee, take out a sheet of paper, write down your goals, write down some of the things you want to start doing, and write down 10 things you need to stop doing. Stop procrastinating, stop going on the internet without a purpose, stop being used by social media, stop pissing your money down the drain on things that you don't value. Stop hemming and hawing about where you're at in life. Stop looking at what kind of discount you can get on things. Start paying full price for stuff. Start going out and doing so much in your job that you don't have to worry about saving $5, $10. What are you guys doing? Get your game tight. It's Friday. We'll see you guys soon. Going to the weekend strong. We'll see you in the Top Shop.